Hello, anybody who's watching this. Welcome to my reaction to Mythology from Incognito Mode. Internet Historian Incognito Mode. Maybe there's just Incognito Mode channel. Fuck, forgot the word channel. Anyway, I chose this myself. Nobody paid me. Should I clarify that every video if that happens? I'll figure it out. Yeah, I chose this video because I like mythology and I like Internet Historian, but Incognito Mode has been not the same videos as normal Internet Historian, so I'm not sure what to expect. If every video is like a collab, or probably if the title doesn't have it, no collab. It's like browsing weird things in the internet, maybe? I don't know. If that's that, it's still mythology. I like it. I like mostly Greek, and then maybe North, I guess. I was looking at my God of War for PlayStation 4. Yeah, kind of that's the reason. My leg still hurts. So sorry for weird faces sometimes. All right. If you want to leave a recommendation, you can do that in the comments below, or you can use my donation link in the description below to give me some money. That's pretty much what that is. So here we go. And I'll react as soon as possible if it's through donation link. And I don't know when I get to comments, but I might get to it at some point. I'm not saying will, because I might not be that interested in the video. But I am interested in my
Mythology. Mythology.
Mythology.
What is mythology? Everyone get down, this is a mythology. Is this a mythology? Take me to
Yes.
the treasure room, I want to see it. I will
Cerberus
speak
is
the
part of
magic
mythology.
words. Open sesame. I knew they were hiding
That
it.
was loud.
Anyway, here's
Smoke.
that deposit I wanted to make. Aha! What's this? The mythological Holy Grail? I won't be needing this for another 6
Wait,
months.
what was that?
All this mythological Holy Grail.
Oh, okay. Just a joke about maybe something
I
else.
won't be needing this for another 6 months. All this and more on this episode of In the Quarantine.
Do you know the
Okay.
story of Orpheus?
Is that the guy that travels down to Hades?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I know this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it's a good
Musician.
one. Okay.
Everyone loves this theremin player, including, what was her name? Eurydice?
Eurydice.
Okay,
Yeah.
and they
Thanks,
fall in love,
Hades
and
video game.
all is well.
So she's a beautiful woman, and he loves her very much.
How
And
cynical
he
again.
plays beautiful music for her, and the music makes everyone happy. And it's more than just that. It also encourages things to grow, and everyone loves this dude. And his lady walks off, goes into the forest, and there, I think she's
Nice.
running away, and she gets bitten by a snake. She was in a NordVPN ad. It was region locked, so they couldn't suck out the poison. And so she died, and she went down to Hades.
He named it after himself, which,
Yeah.
you know, that just saves time, I suppose, but might be a little bit confusing.
Well, sometimes to refer to this as underworld, so. But maybe in originality it was always Hades. I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to Hades. Oh, how was he? Oh, well, I didn't actually see him, but I went to his house. So Orpheus finds his wife dead and is stricken, so he has to go get his wife back from Hades. So he walks to Hades through like a hole in the ground, I believe.
Yes. He goes down these thousands and thousands of steps, and he reaches the river Styx. And there he sees the boatman.
The boatman. I
Yeah,
like to think of the boatman with like headphones on. He's not really that enthusiastic about his job.
No, well, why would you be at that point? Yeah, same old, same old. Arr.
Flavor.
What do you want?
Hi, yeah, I'm Orpheus. I'm a pretty major musician in the upper world. You might have heard of me.
Nope.
Okay, well, that's good that I reminded you of it then. Anyway, I'm new in town and I'm looking for the best boat service possible to get me straight to Hades. The guy, not the place.
Well, it's just me, and you're not getting on
Ow.
because you're clearly alive.
Well, I mean, I don't think you should hold it against me. What is this? Oh, I didn't expect to run into such prejudice in this eternal lake of fire and sinners.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't mean to discriminate. I was... Some of my best friends are alive.
Where can you take me? What part of hell can you take me that's close?
Listen, you can't get on the boat. People need to pay me to get on this boat. You know, man's got to make a living. I don't know what I do with the cash. I don't know why there is a toll to pay for this ferry. Because to be honest, I just take all these coins
on the
and I
ice.
put them over here in this big pile. It's kind of like a Scrooge McDuck thing. Listen, I'm not a man easily convinced. You're either dead or you're not getting on the boat.
What if I told you that this was a mission for love?
I wouldn't be moved unless there was some sort of music that you were going to play on the lyre.
What can persuade this boatman, I wonder to myself? Perhaps a banging tune on my lyre.
Yeah, I'm going to take off my headphones. Go on. Can you do Toto? Africa? I like that one.
Oh yeah, of course. That's what every lyre player knows how to do, Toto.
Rain.
Raining men. Oh, that's another song. That will do.
You know what? I'm convinced. That's a beautiful tune. I'm so moved. I'm going to take you down the river.
Terrific.
Wipe your shoes first.
Sure. What am I seeing in hell?
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of lost souls underneath you. Yeah, you get used to the wailing. Over there's a fire. It doesn't go out for some reason. I don't know what else there is down here, to be honest. Last and only stop. Don't forget to give me a good rating on Uber.
Sure, no worries.
5 stars, please.
Thanks. Surely it'd be lift as hell.
What, no
Uber.
tip? There's bottled water in the back.
I would have given a
Boatman
tip,
Uber.
but the whistle-stop tour of the adulterers lining up in front of a little guillotine really bummed me out. So,
Oh, sorry. So, you get down to Hades. Fee fi fo fum, who's this?
great Lord Hades, it is I, Orpheus, famous musician of the overground.
Who?
Don't worry about it. People know me. It's okay. Anyway, I'm here for my girlfriend. You've got her, and I'd like to take her back to the top world, please and thank you.
I don't think so, actually. Once someone comes down to Hades, they don't ever leave. And my wife's here to back me up. Oh, yeah, no, actually, you don't get to leave. And you know what? I'm a pretty big deal. So I'm going to have a second wife. And you know what? Her name's going to be Eurydice.
What? Oh, Hades, you're out of line.
2 wives, innit? Twice as good.
Oh, but she's my wife.
Well, I'm in charge.
That's true. But I feel like I can persuade you by Toto in Africa.
Okay, alright, cracking tune. You know what? I think it's good. But I am still unmoved. But, hold on a minute. Oh, my wife. Oh, she's crying. She is moved. Oh, please, Hades. Oh, please, let him have his wife back. You know what? I'm gonna make you a deal. This one time, I'm gonna let someone have their wife back. But, special conditions. She's going to leave behind you, and she will not make any noise whatsoever. But you must not turn around to see that she is there. And if you do turn around, then she will be mine forever.
Production.
I'm just making notes as you say this. So, got it. Walking behind me.
Yep.
Don't turn around.
Yep.
Got it. Well, that seems simple enough there, Hades. I'm sure that won't be a problem.
Alright, have you go.
Out through the little fire exit.
I believe he plays the lyre on the way out to try and guide her out, or something like that.
This guy is very self-involved,
Well,
isn't
she's
he?
not
He's
lying.
always...
Every solution involves the lyre. Yep. It's like Wolverine. Every solution is the claws.
So he walks out. For some reason, he wants to look behind him because he can't hear her. So he looks.
No, don't look.
And she just is there, and then she just slowly gets like pulled back into hell.
Do you remember what happens next?
Bit of a blur from here. I think Orpheus is pretty upset about what went down.
Sure is.
Probably plays a sad song on the lyre to himself.
More than just a sad song. So there he is, and it's driving everyone mad. If I remember correctly, women are miscarrying, people are killing themselves, crops aren't growing properly.
That is a bad song.
That's a bad song, and he's playing this way for days and days, and then eventually the villagers go, fuck this, and they decide to kill him.
I'm reading it here. It's a group of irate women, they've called it, which I think is very funny. The women kill him and cut his body into pieces and throw him and his lyre into the river. Outrageous.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Poor Orpheus.
Yeah,
I don't
Icarus.
know if it's going to be trite to point out the whole problem with Icarus. I suppose the Greeks have never been up high before, and they didn't. They
That's
just
why their
didn't know
mythology
that
is
actually
connected to
things
the
get colder
mountain.
up there. And anyway, he's flying along, and the wings are made of feathers and wax, and apparently the wax melts, but that doesn't make no sense.
I'm surprised
It gets cold.
Icarus
You know,
doesn't
I've
make an
never
appearance
considered
in
that aspect of
the
the
Hades
myth.
game.
You know, you've got your time machine, and you go back to ancient Greece to find whoever made this myth, because obviously you need to correct them with all the
Yes.
intensity of someone in the comments who needs to correct your incorrect facts.
Yeah, like a scorning teacher.
Exactly. Actually, Daedalus, or whoever told this myth, actually, when you go up high, it actually gets colder. Do you know much about Socrates?
Socrates.
From most descriptions, he was just like a rambling madman who walked around with no shoes on, but everyone thought he was pretty wise.
There were people who were more rambling and more mad, but he was certainly one of them. He used to go around accosting people in the...
The philosophy center.
Yeah, and he used to just ask people questions until they submitted. Yeah, he used to go, oh, what's a horse? And they go, oh, I don't know, about 60 quid? No. What is a horse? And they go, oh, well, it's a big creature with 4 legs. You go, oh, okay, so is every creature that's big and has 4 legs a horse? Well, no, there's elephants and giraffes. Oh, okay. So what makes a horse then? Well, you can ride on it. He would just ask questions and questions and questions.
He sounds incredible.
Insufferable.
Yeah, totally obnoxious.
That's why he was executed.
Yeah, they made him drink poison. It was just like, I've had enough of this guy. There's just 2 ancient Greek dudes hanging out in the philosophy
A lot of people get
center,
killed in Greece.
just chatting away, just like, oh
Ancient
yeah, maybe I've
Greece.
heard there might be war with Sparta. Oh shit, it's Socrates, he's here, act normal. Hey guys, ever wonder if we're all living in a cave? Man, we're not, man, like, this guy.
Look, I do shadow puppets. We don't want to see the shadow puppets again. Not again.
This is the thing about philosophy in general, it's all about like contrary knowledge. It's all about going, oh, you think the world works this way? Well, what if it worked like this?
I think the world goes a little something like this. He was charged and found guilty of blasphemy
Yes.
and for corrupting the youth, I think.
Well, yes, he had a bit of a history of that, didn't he? Allegedly.
Not the sodomy. They mean like corrupting the youth's minds
Yes.
by doing the blasphemy.
There's that famous painting of him being handed his poison.
He was like 72 or something when he died, wasn't he?
Ah.
I think the idea was that he figured, well, what I got now is further decline. I guess I may as well go. Boy, he's loving it. He's loving it.
For
Chugging
these
it
times,
down.
that's a
This is what
lot.
I've always been waiting for. This is why I've been annoying you all for so long.
Anyway, so I was correct.
Like,
100
everyone's
years now.
interpreted this painting to mean like, oh, I'm so sad. When really they're just like, thank God, he's finally gonna shut the fuck up.
On the left here with the curly hair, he's just slamming his head against the wall. Shut up, shut up. This dude, he's a little more tolerant. This dude is going, just drink it. Just come on, man. Hurry up.
Come on, man.
And then this guy's got his hand over his ears. Yeah.
Yeah, he actually does. Just like, this guy has got to go.
Anyway, so that's the reason why Season 8 of Game of Thrones wasn't actually that bad. Fuck.
Don't throw rocks in a glass house. Never quite understood the meaning of that phrase.
What, of glass houses?
Yeah, so why shouldn't I mean, obviously, they shouldn't throw rocks in a glass house
Oh.
to break the glass, but what are they?
That's the point.
What kind of behavior is that supposed to...
It's a thing against hypocrisy, so
Yeah.
a small amount of criticism in return could also do a huge amount of damage because the person who's living in the glass house is guilty of so much.
That's what I was missing. Guilty of walking around in just a t-shirt. Not completely naked, a t-shirt.
Yeah,
That, I just think that's more offensive.
we can do fables, right?
Yeah, let's do fables.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, what kind?
Aesop's?
Aesop's and the Grimm's ones, they're good.
Aesop, I've always thought is just such a stupid name. Like,
Yeah,
it reminds me of, you ever have a bad handshake?
of course. Yes.
It reminds me of that phenomenon where someone just puts their limp hand in your hand to shake it. You go, oh yeah, that's an Aesop.
That's... That's,
You know what I
that
mean?
is spot on,
he's-
because it's almost like an onomatopoeia because that's what the handshake sounds like as well. But Aesop.
Yeah, always giving me a bloody Aesop. Oh, I'm doing all the work.
There is, of course, the other bad form of handshake, which is the overly aggressive, asserting dominance handshake.
That's what you call a grim.
That's a grim handshake. I like it.
A short story typically with animals as characters conveying a moral. Oh, okay. I only know about 3 of these fables. Maybe 4. Okay, so there's the turtle and the hare, the scorpion
yeah.
and the frog,
Yeah.
the fox with the grapes.
Oh, I don't know
and
that
there's-
one.
You don't know sour grapes?
No. Oh, is it where the term comes from?
Yeah. Okay, oh, this is nicely
Yeah, this is
presented.
a lovely little
Look at this.
website.
Read.gov.
Gov. This is what the government wants
Okay.
you to read. Government-sanctioned mythology right here. Don't listen to them.
A fox one day spied a beautiful bunch of ripe grapes hanging from a vine. The grapes seemed ready to burst with juice, and the fox's mouth watered as he gazed longingly at them. The bunch hung from the high branch, and the fox had to jump for it. The first time he jumped, he missed it by a long way, so he walked off a short distance and took a running leap at it, only to fall short once again. And again, and again he tried, but in vain. Now he sat down and looked at the grapes in disgust. "What a fool I am," he said. "Here I am wearing myself out to get a bunch of sour grapes that are not worth, grasping for." And he walked off very, very scornfully. Yeah, so he's like, "Well, I fucking want it anyway. You bitch grapes,
There are those who pretend.
So that's where the term sour grapes comes from.
I didn't know that. That's actually a really good story.
Yeah, that was pretty good pop quiz.
Alright, we're going to look at
Let's
some
do this.
images, and you tell me which myth this is from. This is going to be like a quiz. Audience, you can join in on this one.
Mythbusters, if you... Oh, wait, that one's taken.
Myth Destroyers.
Myth Pounders. Okay, what's that? That's an underworld story, for sure.
Fable.
Yeah, this is those 3 ladies, what only share an eye.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing that as a... I haven't thought about that myth since I was a kid.
It's 3
super
fables and the string
And
of
so
life.
everybody's life has a string, and then they get the string. What? It's no good. They've got the titles at the top here. Alright, look away.
From
I
Orpheus.
got that one anyway, it's fine.
Alright, who's this?
Oh, it's Thingy.
She...
She's got a box.
Pandora's box?
I know who she is. I can remember, I've seen that box before.
Oh, okay. Look at this one.
Hey,
Who's this?
that's
Sparta?
Medusa's head.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
middle,
it is Medusa's head.
Who cut off Medusa's head?
I'm not giving you any clues.
I don't
It's
remember.
in,
actually can't
it's in
remember.
another episode in the field. You should know this one.
Oh, a real fan would know.
Yeah.
Perseus.
Yay!
Oh,
Who's this?
Perseus.
Old guy dying.
Yep.
Authority figures there. Lots of people are trying to kill him. It's Jeffrey Epstein. Murder of Jeffrey
You
Epstein.
got it. Next one. Who's this fella?
That can
Hercules?
only be Hercules. Yeah.
I would not be fighting a lion nudes. Add time.
Who would?
Nord, activate.
Ooh, the guitar.
This is a message to everyone out there. Our privacy's in danger. We have
From
to do
Naruto?
something.
What is that?
68% off a 2-year plan.
1 more percent, just 1 more.
International
And sales skyrocket.
plus a free extra month.
Icarus is copyrightable. That's Dragon Ball. Even though they run like Naruto. But I think that's Dragon Ball. I never watched it, but I have no idea. Wow. I think that was the best ad yet. The one I skipped was better. Oh. Goliath,
David
yeah.
and Goliath? I think that one's pretty good.
What's the moral of David and Goliath?
I think it's supposed to be about sort of overcoming the odds.
Yeah, about
I've
underdog.
heard an interpretation by Malcolm Gladwell that I thought was really good. Have you ever heard this one where it's
I
like
don't think I have. What does Gladys say?
you've got 2 armies
Yeah.
and you're cross from one another on a field. You're there in the Bronze Age. You're about to stab each other with these horribly blunt weapons and hurt each other and maim each other. And you might have 2,000 troops on one side, 2,000 troops on the other, and you're all fairly evenly matched. The idea is that, instead of 4,000 of us getting potentially injured or killed, we'll take our strongest fighter and put him on the front lines, and you take your strongest fighter and put him on the front lines, and these 2 will duel, and whoever wins the battle.
See, that's really good diplomacy. I think we should do that now.
It is a good idea, right? His argument is that actually David had a massive advantage all along.
Technology.
Yeah, well, basically.
Yeah.
He goes into what effectively a slingshot was back in the day. So apparently, these guys used to be incredibly accurate with their slingshots. You know, they all used to practice slinging because they were shepherds, and so that was your main weapon against things that were going to eat your flock.
Wolves.
Yeah, exactly. And foxes and large crows and such.
Monsters that lived in the backs of theatres.
Yeah,
potentially.
Mento.
Yeah, like really good ideas, IP-wise, just saying.
The other thing about a sling is that actually it's an incredibly powerful weapon. Like, you can very easily kill someone with a sling. They've reported it's like the equivalent of like a 32 caliber bullet if you get hit by a rock from a sling. And so basically it's the story of a man with a knife going up against a man with a gun.
Yeah, the moral of the story is bring a gun to a knife fight.
Or at least wear a helmet.
Yes. That is the lesson according to Goliath, if you take his perspective.
If David comes along and he goes, oh, you know what, I'm the toughest fighter from my village, and then Goliath's like, oh, I'm gonna...
Okay, fine. I won't wait until the end of the segment, but I knew about the story of David and Goliath, but I didn't know how it happened. I knew that, like, David wins, even though he's an underdog, he's a smaller dude, but I didn't know it was because of the slingshot type thing. That's very interesting.
Oh, no, fuck
I
you,
learned
kid.
something.
And then David goes, oh, I found a stone, look at this. And then basically hits them with the gun of their day.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you can't just, this is cheating. And everybody charge, you know?
You're right, it was like set up like this samurai duel of honor, and this kid walks up and hollows some guy's head out in front of everyone. To be fair though, it's consistent
wore a
with
helmet,
David's character. Do you know what he ends up doing after this?
Goes on massive bender.
He does do that, invades loads of places, becomes king.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so a bit of an upgrade from shepherd. He becomes king of Israel. And then
King David
he
is
spots a
that
woman that he
David.
really likes far away, taking a shower from his palace, and he's like, I like
Was
her.
it rocket?
Really?
Yeah, he sees this beautiful, I've never seen a woman that beautiful before. This is a part of the story that I've never quite understood about, is that he sees this woman bathing from his palace, so I don't know how he's managing that, but
Well, she's living in a glass house.
there we go, explains it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway, so he goes over and she's like, I'm the king, so you should think about upgrading. And she's like, well, actually, my husband fights in your army, so it'd be a little bit dishonorable. So David goes back, finds out who this guy is, sends him to the front line and has him killed and takes his wife.
Oh.
That's the story, yeah.
Wow.
Also pleasant.
Midas touch.
What's your favorite myth?
My favorite myth.
Wouldn't it be Midas's?
King Midas.
Midas.
Is one of my favorites. The
Yeah,
king
sorry, it's
who
in Russian,
wishes to
Midas.
turn everything to gold.
Yes. So there's a guy. His name's Midas. One day... Oh, who the hell's Ovid?
Oh, he's a poet. He wrote the Metamorphoses. Yeah, so a lot of the myths are sort of formalized because he's the first one who actually got it down on paper.
Alright, so he retains the copyright.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So one day, Dionysus found that his old schoolmaster and foster father, the satyr Silenus...
The old satyr,
That
drinking
nice is the
wine and wandering
god.
away drunk to be found by some Pythagorean peasants who
Phrygian.
carried him to their king, Midas. Midas treated him nice, 10 days in hospital, told him stories and songs. For someone governing a major Greek state, he's got a lot of time on his hands. And on the 11th day, he brought him back to Dionysus, the god of debauchery and drinking. And then he gets a reward.
You may have one wish. And then, oddly, he decides... Anything I touch will turn into gold. Midas rejoices at his new power, which
If
he
you
has
just let
hastened to
everything
put to
I
test.
want
He touches an
will turn
oak
to
twig and a
gold.
stone, both turn to gold. Overjoyed, as
That'd be
soon
better.
as he got
Better.
home, he touched every rose in the rose garden, and they all became gold. He ordered the servants
That would
to
fall
set
off.
a feast on the table. Upon discovering how even the food and drink turned to gold in his hands, he regretted his wish and cursed it.
Here's one loophole I don't think he thought of. Could he not hold something and then have the thing that he actually wants to hold in the thing?
They said that he was about to starve to death, so must not have worked. Otherwise, I mean, unless he's just dumb.
Yeah,
like
possibly.
really dumb. Like keeps picking up another apple and go, oh, not this one again.
I wonder if this is in some way linked to the magical gambit I made earlier this afternoon.
Dude, that'd be the worst. Could you imagine, like, testing all that stuff? Because I suppose you'd go, like, I'm so hungry, I guess I won't use my hands then. So you get some chopsticks, and you start putting stuff in your mouth, and then it touches your lips, then it just turns to gold. That would be the worst.
Does gold just taste like pennies? Because it's gold, I assume it tastes better than the inferior metals.
Yeah, I think it's got, like, even less flavor than, pennies.
It's just pennies.
No
There's
flavor,
nothing
wow.
worse. You're in a situation and you accidentally taste pennies because you know something's gone wrong. It's like, not the penny taste.
Hold on, so is he turning the air particles that go into his lungs into gold? Because you're breathing in bits of
I
dust.
feel like it's
too.
everything he
Surely
touches, so
they
it's
would
only
turn gold.
arms.
Yes, so I think particles or maybe gases are exempt from his gold touching
Right.
powers.
No, wait, his clothes, the clothes on his body,
Yeah.
would instantly turn to gold then, you would think.
You would think. I think, as is the nature of myths, I think they have to sacrifice a bit of conceptual clarity. And when you have a
Or just
character like
arms.
Hulk show up, like he's always got to break his clothes in the right way. Otherwise, you just would have to have a bit of exposition in every film of just like, oh, do you see the Hulk's cock? Yeah, it is distressingly big. I'm scared.
It's exceedingly muscular, foreskin and scrotum.
The loophole is necessary for storytelling as well as everything else, I suppose.
Yeah.
Look, isn't
Or-
that big, so it's their
it's-
loophole in their
No,
video.
never mind. Yeah, I'll throw that thought away. It was just more about the Hulk's balls. Go on.
I know, tell me more about the Hulk's balls. That's great.
Well, I don't know. Is it regenerative? If you got, like, circumcised as a kid or something, does it grow back?
I would
Well, you have to wound
Does
it
the Hulk
first.
have regenerative powers, or is he just
Yes.
super strong?
Is that what happens
Yes.
to Wolverine, though?
Yeah, I mean, you can almost certainly suggest that Wolverine is uncircumcised.
In a version told by Nathaniel Hawthorne,
Yeah.
Midas' daughter... Wait a minute.
Yes.
Is the daughter thing not in the original?
King Midas' daughter is not canon.
What the fuck? In the version told by Nathaniel Hawthorne in the Wonder Book for Boys and Girls. That's nice. That's a nice title.
That's so wholesome.
The Wonder Book. And Midas' daughter came to him, upset about the roses, and that had lost their fragrance and became hard. And when he reached out to comfort her, found that he touched his daughter, and she turned soon to. So that version of the story.
Ah, it's from 1852. Didn't know that.
Interesting.
Ah.
I actually forgot about
Honestly,
it
that's
altogether.
a genuine improvement.
Yeah, it's kind of like the peak of the conflict
Yeah.
in the story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. It's way better storytelling. Well done, Nathaniel Hawthorne. You've improved a classic. You say we should.
It is kind of better because it loses the loophole of him starving. So maybe he found a way to eat and all that, but then he thought maybe it is a difficult life doing this, but also there is a reward. But then the daughter thing happened, and then he prays to Dionysus to take it back. That makes much more sense.
Write a wonder book for girls and boys.
We should get Nathaniel in on it.
The wonder book for e-girls and incels.
That's not bad.
Buy a wonder book for e-girls and incels. As approved by the internet historian, that's canon now, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Midas didn't do anything wrong. He shouldn't really be punished forever.
No, disagree.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Midas did so,
Agreed.
and when he touched the waters, the power flowed into the river, and the river sands turned into gold. This explained why the river Pactolus was so rich in gold.
We were wrong this whole time. This isn't a story about, like, not being materialistic. It's just a story about why there's gold in the river.
Yeah, I love that idea. Like, Ovid shows up.
Yeah.
He's like, what? That's what you took from the story? No, I was explaining why I'm holding this gold pan and up to me ankles.
I feel like this myth is just constantly misunderstood. It is about properly checking for loopholes in whatever agreement
Yes.
you make.
Be greedy, but be smartly
Yes.
greedy.
Yes,
If
be
King
smart
Midas
about
had gone
anything.
to his attorney
That would
and
make
said, just want you to maybe look at this witch and see if there might be anything that might backfire dramatically.
You're allowed to put caveats with your wish, right? So surely you could get around all of this stuff by just adding a clause that says, in the way that I hope for and the desired results expect.
That's great. That is the perfect magic wish loophole avoider. That's what King Midas should have done.
Yep, he should have talked to us first.
Exactly. He should have consulted us.
I'm sure there's practical uses for it, though. Like, if you were... No, hold on. There must be one practical use of being able to immediately turn something into gold.
I'm trying to think about it.
Become a superhero and
The main thing
turn
is
villains
to
into
have a
gold.
lot of gold.
Okay, I've got one.
I'm impressed that you've got even one, because I've been trying to think of one.
You're at war
Uh-huh.
with the Japanese.
Not again.
Okay, no. You're at war, and you decide to hire some Japanese ninjas.
Cool.
You could take out some parchment and cut it into shuriken or whatever they're...
Shurikens,
Shuriken?
yeah.
Shaped stars, and then have Midas
guess,
go
yeah, endless
shroom
ammunition.
over them, and then you could probably still throw them. Shall we wrap it up there?
But gold is,
we need a bit of an outro, innit?
Yeah.
Soft metals,
Let's do
if I'm not
something
mistaken.
brave and original.
Well, I'm about to jump into my Hindenburg too.
Oh yeah, even in
and
Minecraft,
float
its
away.
durability
I'm
is
gonna
low.
go sleep in my glass house, unlike all you losers who can't even be seen while sleeping.
All right.
See you later.
See you later. Oh no. Ordinary things, why did you put that massive antenna on the top of your glass house? No!
It's the only way I can know the truth.
Oh, that's Ordinary Things. Oh, I only watched one
The
video, so I'm not
humanity.
familiar with the voice
Okay,
here.
I've got to go now. I'm being beamed up by 8G signals, so it's going to be really fast. Back on.
I gotta go, I'm dead. A big fireball. Subscribe to Ordinary Things, he's criminally undersubbed. Also, get NordVPN.
Was he? Did he have that many subscribers
Subscribe to Ordinary...
when the video came out? November 12th, 2020? Because now he's at almost 500,000, so... Oh, God damn it. That would be interesting. Maybe I would like a collab with Trace. That will never happen. Ah, my fucking knee! Ah, shit. Okay. That was a good video. I actually learned a couple of things about mythology that I enjoy. So that was very entertaining. This actually felt more like his normal channel stuff, unlike the other ones, the Craigslist and the ads. Yeah, I guess I only watched 2 videos, so I can't really put judgment on it. Is it always via on the mic all the whole time? Anyway, thank anybody who watched this. I do hope to see you next time, and goodbye. Have a great life, because one of us has to.